Welcome back to sz2 of WWTube. Next up, the Soviet Union. Purchases will be 7 tanks and 1 infantry at the total cost of 45 IPCs, all spent. Combat. There'll be 3 combat movements. First of all, 9 infantry from Ukraine will be attacking Bessarabia, along with 3 tanks and the 2 AA guns. They won't participate in the battle, of course, but they're coming along for the fun. The second combat move will be also from Ukraine. 3 infantry divisions will be attacking western Ukraine, along with 1 tank and 1 fighter. All from Ukraine. Supporting that attack will be 1 tactical bomber from Moscow. And that tactical bomber will have 3 movement points left, as well as the fighter. And the third and final combat movement will be from Archangel, an attack into Belarus consisting of 4 infantry divisions, 1 fighter, 1 tactical bomber, all from Archangel. And supporting the attack will be 1 infantry from Smolensk. And those will be the 3 combat moves. So let's go ahead and resolve. First up, here is the battle for Bessarabia. Starting out with 9 infantry divisions attacking at 1 or less. I will be using my hit dice again. We have green at 1, blue at 2, yellow at 3 and red at 4. So here are 9 ones. Go ahead and try and shake these with one hand. Here we go. Dropping them, we have 1 hit. Now following up, we have 3 tanks at 3 or less, which will be yellows. Don't even know my own dice here. Yellows, okay. 3 tanks at 3 or less attacking Soviets. 3 hits. Okay, so there's 4 total hits against the Germans. Now returning fire, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 blues and 1 yellow for the Germans defending in Bessarabia. They shoot, and that's 1 hit. Okay, so I'll take out 1 infantry. And these 4 dudes are all gone. So, round 2 of combat now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 infantry at 1. I'll roll 4 first. We have 1 hit, so that's it. Don't need to roll anymore. And then we have returning fire, 1 German tank at 3 or less. We have a miss. So, remaining after the battle will be 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry, 3 tanks and 2 AA guns in Bessarabia, which has been recaptured by the Russians. Here we have the second battle for Western Ukraine. We have 3 ones, so 3 greens. We have 2 yellows and 1 red for the tactical bomber there. We are Soviets fire. We have 2 hits total, and returning fire 2 German infantry and 1 artillery on a 2 or less, so 3 blues. Returning fire, and we have 2 hits. Very nice. So 2 out and 2 out. So now we have 1 green, 2 yellows and 1 red for round 2 of combat. Soviets shoot. We have 1 hit. We have 2 hits. In fact, 1 more than needed. Returning fire, 1 blue for the final remaining artillery division there. Fires and misses. So now, after the battle for Western Ukraine, we have 1 infantry, 1 tank, and to land 1 fighter and 1 tactical bomber. And finally, the third combat movement, we have the battle for Belarus, starting out with 4 Russian infantry attacking at 1. We have 2 yellows and 1 red. They fire. We have a measly 2 hits. Now returning fire, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blues at 2 or less for 5 infantry divisions and 2 artillery divisions. Germans counter-attack and also score just 2 hits, 2 for 2. So I'll take 2 infantry out and we'll be left here with also 2 infantry. Okay, and after that first round we will be retreating back to Smolensk, I believe, with the 2 infantry divisions. So the battle for Belarus has been not successful. The Soviets remaining in Belarus will be 3 infantry and 2 artillery, and retreating to Smolensk, 2 infantry divisions. So just a quick recap here. I've captured Bessarabia and Western Ukraine, which is worth 2 IPCs. So Germany will be coming down to 41 and the Soviet Union will be coming up to 25 IPCs. Now we're going to do the non-combat phase. First of all, the planes which participated in the battle for Western Ukraine, they both have 3 movement points left. They'll be landing in Smolensk. Likewise, the 2 fighters and 1 tactical bomber that participated in the battle for Belarus, I think they have 3 movement points each, plenty. They'll all be moving to Smolensk. And everything in Archangel, minus 1 infantry, being 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry, 2 AA guns and 1 tank, will also be moving to Smolensk. And finally, from Moscow, you guessed it, they're moving to Smolensk. Place units now. We will be placing 6 tanks in Moscow. And 1 tank, 1 artillery into Ukraine. Collect income. Russia is at 25 IPCs. We'll collect an additional 9 IPCs for controlling Novosibirsk, plus 3 for controlling Finland. So the grand total collected by the Soviet Union this round will be 37 IPCs. And that concludes the end of the Soviet Union's round 5 turn. Next up, the USA. Quick check of the board. Caucasus has 2 infantry. Bessarabia has 8 infantry, 3 tanks, 2 anti-aircraft artillery. Ukraine has 1 infantry, 1 tank. Likewise, Western Ukraine has 1 infantry, 1 tank. Russia has 6 tanks. Smolensk has 10 infantry, 5 mechanized infantry, 4 tanks, 2 anti-aircraft artillery, 3 fighters, 2 tactical bombers, and Archangel has 1 infantry. Sea units, 1 submarine, 1 cruiser in Sea Zone 115, and 1 submarine chilling down here in Sea Zone 91.